Snares off.
Yeah.
Snares off. Brazil.
Yeah. 예!
That's different styles. cowbell, so it kind of moved a lot. It was hard to like. So let me see. Okay. So you know the Mozambique pattern that Steve Gadd played and made kind of famous. You know that's like a one form of Cuban carnival. It's called Mozambique by Pello el Africano. The other things like maybe you can translate from there.
Okay.
You know this is a perfect example with Steve Gadd, for example, of drum set students. The best way to develop vocabulary is to develop, study the hundreds and hundreds of rhythms that exist in the world before the drum set was invented. The Mozambique rhythm is a rhythm that is played with about 100 people. Has many, many different parts, many different rhythms. This is just one. Actually, it's actually. Right? Okay, you play the clave. Right, so there's a bass drum going on. One conga going bata pudum bata pudum bata pudum bata pudum. The other conga is going batum bing boom got the batum bing boom batum bing boom. There's the frying pans going second frying pan going ding ding boom boom bidding bing bing boom boom bidding. There's jingles going. It's all dancing in the street. There's many rhythms. All together is one big rhythm, you know. And somebody soloing. So all those rhythms together, as a drum set player, you go, so you bring it here. You understand? Yeah. So now you're many rhythms. And again, I apologize if I repeat for the people that were here yesterday. But the drum set is a new instrument. New is 1, 9, 10, 1, 9, 20. Percussion rhythms from all over the world are like before Christ. Okay?
Понимаете, да, что барабаны, вот пусть это корневые барабанные ритмы.
You know, and in Nigeria, Africa, we have bata drums that are transferred from Yoruba people to Cuba, Brazil, and bata drums. There's rhythms that are from like way before Christ, and it's the 3 drums. The okonkolo is a little drum, timekeeper, groove keeper. Boop, bat, boop, bat, boop, bat, boop, bat, boop, bat. Always time. That's the child, okonkolo. Itotele is African for the mother, and that one is an interaction rhythm. And the father, which is the big drum, the iya. The iya changes rhythms, you know, so it's like bat, boom, 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 bat, father, boom, bat, boom, bat, boom, bat, So, you know, when I heard that, I went, man, that's like dum dum ba chicka dum ba chicka dum dum ba chicka dum ba shum dum ba chum ba dum. That's like drum and bass, boogaloo, rock and roll. That's before Christ. You understand what I'm saying?
Понимаете, да? То есть это привычно.
The first drum set was a mixture between Europe, Africa, China, Arabia. First drum set. It was symphonic concert bass drum, very big. Military snare drum, probably like Scottish, with gut strings. Chinese tom-toms. Timpani, Turkish cymbals. Surdo. Brazilian music, the big drum called the surdo is played like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's a mixture of 6/8 and 4/4 feeling, right? So you put it on the bass drum. Now the pandero, the pandero is like a tambourine with jingles, not like this. You play. So that's your hi-hat. Right? So then the rapinique. All these drums, the tambourine, tak 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 tak, little tambourine like this. That's your like a. So when you play pandero and bass drum. That's like samba. The shakers is you imitate transfer to hi-hat, not it's not the feeling. Maybe it's good for rock, but Brazilian is not Brazilian feeling. Brazilian feeling is always like. Can you say that? There you go. You're doing Brazilian music. Not so that's the feel. So and you can use it for rock. It's not just Brazilian music. Sometimes I'm playing in an alternative band, and it's a guitar player like Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix, in my mind. Instead of like. cha-cha-cha, Cuban music. Oye, como va mi ritmo, me lo pago. But now I want to play with the congas. Now I want to play rock. Oye, como va. Chocolate with strawberry and vanilla, you know, it makes the flavors, you know. So it's world music is very rich. You know, Paul Simon did it with South Africa. You know, Paul Simon, a singer with sounds of Soweto, Graceland. He had South African music. Then he did it with Brazilian. The mixtures are good, and you know, odd times, you know, playing in 11, like accordion music. Bulgaria, you know, it's like many odd times. That's like 11. That's like classical folkloric Bulgarian music. So there's a guitar player in LA that took one of those things and we made a hard rock 11A tune out of it. Now it's hard rock. So music, that's music, you know, it's a transfer rhythms, you know. So, you know, the tablas, that's unbelievable. The tablas, what they do on the tablas.
Yeah.
You know, Zakir Hussain, I've seen Zakir Hussain and with Johnny McLaughlin, Shakti, this drummer, Sikiru, I think, with one little drum. I heard Buddy Rich, Billy Cobham, Max Roach, heavy metal, rock and roll with one drum. You know, it was unbelievable. I was like, what? You know, it was like, you know, I'm trying to do that with double bass drum. Slipknot, you know, then we've got this guy, one drum. Then he played with the jingle. He played like a hi-hat, you know. You know, he had a microphone. It's 20 minutes. It was like a drum solo, 20 minutes, one drum. you know, in India. Then Zakir Hussain with the tablas. I saw, I could not believe. He went with the low tabla. With one hand, and they're playing with their hands, like this, with their fingers. He's sitting down, like this, you know, like. Hello, how are you? Odd times 9/8, 11/8. It's like. You know. So, you know, that's India. And Africa, I mean, Nigeria alone, talking drums, Yoruban rhythms, go up, you know, these are, because many cultures have used rhythms more than other cultures. Some other cultures, for example, in Europe, there's like a lot of the pipe organ. And in spiritual music, the big cathedrals, they had the organ, right? Pipe organ. In Africa, there's no pipe organ. There's many rhythms for different spiritual situations. You know, like in Yoruba, there's like about 70 rhythms of the bata drum. You know, Yemaya, the god of the water, Chango, the god of war. Not the god, but the spirit of war. Babaluaye, the spirit of illness, you know, and so each of those rhythms is a specific rhythm and that's a spiritual. It's not a fun rhythm. So it's very important. You know, you hear the rhythms and you go, wow, these people have been very advanced for many years. Little kids like this already are playing drums and rhythms. So we have to, as drum sets, we have to research, you know, what we don't have around us. The loops, they cannot listen, you know. So there's a performer, we react, you know. Oh, okay, you know, loops are loops. They don't listen. They only play, right? We have to be inventive. Like, I play drum set, but sometimes I don't work with drum set. There's percussion. And sometimes when there's no percussion, no drums, I write. And sometimes there's no write, I produce. And, you know, sometimes I teach. Because music is split between three. It's live, you know, performance and theaters, tours, studio, recording, and education. Right now, that's what I'm doing today, education. I come to LA, then I go into the studio. So it's basically three different situations with the music business. And it's good not to only be in one. It's good to be in 1, 2, 3, to play drums, to play percussion, to teach, to write music, to produce, to do your own records. It's a reality. I mean, I don't want to sound like it's bad news. This is, it's not. It's reality, and I'm here to, you know, say how can we make it better? Because in reality, there's, for example, in the United States, right now, it's estimated that there's 7 lawyers for every American. Okay? You understand? 7 lawyers. Many ways, you know, to make money. Like, you know, it's like, I heard, like, come here. That's lawsuit. The Estonia, $3,000 for your arm. You know, have to invent. You know, lawyers invent. So musicians, there's more human beings and more music students in the music business than ever. But now we have to share it with the computers and technology. So more chances of working. Maybe you're working with a heavy metal band. You're waiting for the record deal. You know, Sony Records. Oh, okay. What are you gonna do for money? You know, where are you gonna work? You know, maybe while you're working with a heavy metal band, Maybe you can play percussion in a Broadway show, or percussion on a ballet, or symphonic music, or play world music for dancers, or teach, or play jazz in a hotel, a jazz trio. There's more possibilities if you're versatile. But one of the most important things that doesn't have to do with music, that it's very important, and I've said it over, is that when you work with other people is the communication. And there have been many occasions that is a fantastic drummer or fantastic guitarist, but cannot get along with people. So people do not really want that person. When you play music, you have to go on the road, you have to live, eat, share a bus together, hang out together. So there's a human element first, and musician second. So I always put the example, I remember Abraham Labourel Sr., the father, not the son. The son is the father. When I was younger and I went to the studio one time, I was like, inside myself, I was like, I was like, and I remember, setting up the drum set, and some people were not friendly. Some people were like, oh, hello, microphone, this and that, and I'm like, okay. And Abraham Labourel Sr. came into the studio, and the energy changed. The energy changed. It's just like, Walfredo, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. We're gonna make. I'm so happy that you're here. The producer, hey, okay, like, and we started. The music came in, music like, oh my God, 1, 2, and he's going like, play. He goes like, okay, 1, 2, 3, yeah. Woo! Yeah! All right, let's play. I can't wait. He made me sound good. I sounded good because of Abraham Labourel Sr. If Abraham Labourel Sr. maybe a negativity would have been there, I go downhill. That's very important to always be positive and have good energy with the artist. Somebody. I play drums, but my purpose is to make the client, the artist, happy. That's number one. So, if there's any question, any drummer of any rhythms or group or the drum set. But by the way, this is a deep forest drum set that now you can get on the Orion series. It's a cherry wood. It's fantastic wood. I love this. Mapex has a sound check. Now. You can dance to this. I like it. I can dance to this drummer. Very, very good. I mean, a lot of feeling. You know, the first thing that I love is, first of all, as you all know, it's not easy to sit on a drum set that is not yours, you know, and spend adjusting. You basically sat on the drum set. And the most important thing that I think that we forget sometimes when we become students, that we have, and then we forget, is to have fun with music. Music is not just studying, analyzing, mathematics, addition, you know, notes, reading, writing. It's about fun. Let's just have fun. And so that's one thing that I learned today from this young man right here. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of thing, you know, when the groove is there, it doesn't matter, you know, that's what's most important, because then musicians, bass player, guitar player, singer can work with you more, you know, so it's important. So I'm really honored and happy to be here today, and I hope that in the near future I can come back and we can do more and hear some more musicians come to the stage and share your music. You can always check out my website, walfredoreyesjr.com, and send me an email if you wish. And I thank again Andy and Arsenal and my friend Sergey, my second voice.
The silent voice today, yeah.
That's okay. Sometimes when Sergey doesn't talk, I have to do this. And then he saw that I went to war. And so, thank you so much for inviting me here. And I love coming here, and I hope I'm coming to Russia again in the future soon. Okay? Thank you so much.
Я думаю, спустя 2 часа после того, как вы очевидно раз пришли, даже если вы не очень хорошо владеете английским языком, все, что говорит этот человек, я думаю, стало понятно, потому что музыка — интернациональный язык, и все, что он говорил, не требует детального перевода, тем не менее, как бы официальная часть требует того, чтобы я перевел, что он благодарит всех за то, что вы